grab some mead or whatever you need. I'm Kamal. It's time to get to it. All right, everyone, here we go. It's time. What I've been waiting for. We're going to be looking at the changes coming to the Druid in the 2.4 PTR. The Druid is one of my favorite classes. I love the ability to shapeshift. I mean, one of my favorite builds, even though it's not a Druid, uses a Druid ability. One of my favorite builds is the Bear Source. I love it. There's a Barbarian that uses the same thing. There's a helmet that you can use that allows you to shapeshift. It's phenomenal. But we have what seems to look like a fair amount of changes coming to the Druid. I didn't read through all these. I just kind of scanned through to see how many there were. There are some big updates coming. So sit back and let's get into this. So we're going to start with elemental skills. Firestorm. Casting delay no longer share its cooldown with other skills that have casting delays, and the tooltip is updated to now display casting delay. Molten Boulder. Missile speed increased by 100%. Missile range decreased by 100%. The overall travel length remains the same. Missile range decreased by 100%, but missile speed increased by 100. The overall travel length remains the same. Kind of confused by that, but okay. Casting delay reduced from 2 seconds to 1 second. Casting delay will no longer share its cooldown with other skills that have casting delays. Tooltip has been updated to now display casting delay, and Volcano synergy increased from 10% to 12%, so we're going to be getting some more damage out of Molten Boulder. Fissure. Casting delay will no longer share its cooldown with other skills that have casting delays, and the tooltip is updated to now display casting delay. Volcano. Molten Boulder synergy increased from 12% to 16%. That's big. Tooltip is updated to now show Volcano duration. Casting delay will no longer share its cooldown with other skills that have a casting delay, and the tooltip is updated to now display casting delay. Armageddon. Casting delay has been removed from this skill. Amazing. That's huge. Physical damage is significantly increased. That's also huge. Tooltip updated to now display physical damage, and Volcano synergy to increase physical damage instead of fire damage, and it's increased from 14% to 18%. That's really big. That's going to bring, hopefully, some more use to the Fire Druid, because now you're going to be able to do physical as well as fire damage if you use literally anything else as well as Armageddon. So you can throw Volcano and Armageddon down, boom, you've got your fire, you've got your physical. You come across physical immunities, you use anything else, you come across fire immunity, you use anything but Armageddon. That's going to be great. Arctic Blast removes synergy from Hurricane. Okay, not sure why, but we'll see. Base damage and level scaling increased by 100%, also to compensate for the incorrect damage calculations in the past. So they're going to be fixing the incorrect damage calculations, and they're also going to be increasing the damage and scaling by double. That's great. Controls are updated so that the skill now casts in freeform and no longer locks onto one target at a time. That's huge. That's going to be really, really big. Cyclone Armor can now be cast while in werewolf or werebear form. Oh my god, that is huge. Whoa, that's phenomenal. That's honestly one of the best changes I've seen so far. That was always frustrating to me, the fact that we couldn't cast things while we were in our shapeshift forms. Twister, damage scaling increased by 50%. Arctic Blast synergy added 20% stun duration per level. Wow. That's good. Twister's going to be coming in hot. Hurricane, casting delay removed, can now be cast while in werewolf or werebear form. Massive. With the casting delay changes, Druid fire skills are generally going to be more widely used. In addition, we are increasing the physical damage scaling for fire skills to be a reliable alternative damage source. Yeah, that's massive. We felt that Arctic Blast is generally lacking power, so we are increasing the damage scaling, reducing the synergy requirements to free up skill points, and improving the general player controls to allow for a smoother freeform targeting. In addition, we wanted to complement the Arctic Blast changes with improvements to Twister and to add more build possibilities. Lastly, we are allowing shapeshifting forms to cast each of the elemental buff skills to avoid the current hassle of having to change forms to continuously maintain these active buffs. That is amazing. I am so happy about that. Holy crapoly. That's huge. All right, let's get into the shape-shifting skills. Werewolf. Tooltip updated to now display casting delay. Changed how attack speed is determined while transformed as a werewolf. Attack speeds while transformed should match attack speeds while untransformed. Enhanced by the werewolf's increased attack speed. Changed how attack speed is determined while transformed as a werewolf. Attack speed while transformed should match attack speed while untransformed. I don't know what that means. Because I know that the werewolf gets increased attack speed. So are they saying that the increased attack speed, instead of the values, instead of the equation being different in werewolf versus humanoid, or human rather, because werewolf is technically still a humanoid, but regardless. Okay. We'll figure it out later. Rabies. Attack rating bonus increased from 7 to 10% per level. Poison creeper synergy increased from 18 to 20%. Whoa. Rabies is going to be another good one that we might see a lot more Rabies Druid, depending on what they bring with new rune words and maybe some poison damage changes in the future. We'll have to see. Werebear. Tooltip updated to now display casting delay. Changed how attack speed is determined while transformed as a werebear. Attack speeds while transformed should match attack speeds while untransformed. Enhance the werebear's attack speed. Enhanced by the werebear's increased attack speed. Maul. Damage bonus per level increased from 20% to 30%. Wow, that's big. Attack rating bonus from 20% to 40% baseline, and 10% to 15% per level. That's another big one. Tooltip stun value will now properly cap at 10 seconds, which follows the core game's stun duration cap. Shockwave. Maul synergy increased from 5% to 10%. You're gonna see a lot more shockwave druids, a lot more bear shockwaves. Fireclaw. Damage increased by 75%. Removes synergy from Fissure and from Volcano. So we're getting almost double damage from Fireclaw, but they're removing the synergies. We'll have to see how that balances out. Developer comments. Werewolf skills are receiving attack rating improvements to help melee gameplay. For Fireclaws, it should say Werewolf and Bear, because I believe... Oh, no, actually, yeah, they're getting... What? Werewolf attack rating? So yeah, Werewolf and Werebear are having attack rating improvements to help melee gameplay. For Fireclaw, we wanted to reduce the heavy skill point synergy cost to open more build possibilities. Werebear skills are receiving damage improvements to make them more viable for higher difficulties. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. Now we have some summoning skills. And now, what I'm hoping to see here is I'm hoping to see them actually open up the door for a Summon Druid in-game build. I've always loved the idea of a Summon Druid. The whole big thing about it, though, is that they are garbage in Hell difficulty. So let's see what we've got. Oak Sage. Minimum life and maximum life values are averaged to always be the same, accurate to the tooltip. That's great. Physical damage resist in normal difficulties is increased from 0 to 25%. Physical damage resist in Nightmare reduced from 100% to 25%. And physical damage resistance Hell difficulty increased from 0% to 25%. So they're mainlining it at 25% physical damage resistance. Heart of the Wolverine. Same thing with the life being normalized instead of having random values. Physical damage resistance in normal difficulty increased to 25%, up from 0. Nightmare, it's going to be going from 100 down to 25. And in Hell, it's going to be going from 0 to 25. Spirit of Barbs. Minimum life and max life are going to be averaged. Again, aura no longer returns a percentage of damage when hit. Now the aura will deal a flat amount of damage when the aura affected targets are attacked. Interesting. So that means instead of it being percentage based for Thorns, which we'll probably get to when we come across Paladin, it seems like they may be changing the way that Thorns damage is being distributed. And then the same thing with the physical damage resistance being normalized at 25% across all 3 difficulties. Ravens. Number of hits per Raven reduced from 12 to 5 and no longer increases per level. All right. Attack rating bonus per level increased from 15% to 30%. Now also applies or displays in the tooltip. Modified the AI so the Ravens attack more often. Damage level scaling is significantly increased. Okay, so more damage but less hits per. We'll see if that makes them more viable. Summon Spirit Wolf synergy has been added. Summon Direwolf synergy has been added, and Summon Grizzly synergy is added at each one of them, adding 12% damage per level. Holy crap, that's going to be huge. Summon Spirit Wolf. Min-max life, minimum and maximum life values are averaged to always be the same. Once again, normalizing the life. Attacks now deal cold damage and chill for a duration. Whoa, that's big. Provides utility with chilling and acts as an alternative damage type compared to dire wolves. Damage level scaling increased by 10%. Base life increased by about 80%. And life now increases by 10% per level. Updated the tooltip to display each synergy bonus value. Summon Direwolf. Life is being normalized, and it's going to be accurate to the tooltip. Damage level scaling increased by 30%. Base life increased by 90%. What the All right. Come on, Summon Druids. Summon Druids, come on down. Life synergy reduced from 25% to 15%. Life synergy reduced from 25% to 15%. This is because the base life was increased, and Spirit Wolf and Grizzly now gain life per level. Updated the tooltip to display each synergy bonus value. Summon Grizzly, same thing, life is being normalized. Base life is increased by roughly 15%. I think that's what that means, roughly. About, give or take. Life is increased by 10% per level. Oh, I see, roughly 15% because the min-max. Got it. And updated the tooltip to display each synergy bonus value. Poison Creeper. Min life and max life are averaged. Again, poison damage level scaling significantly increased. Yes. Life scaling increased by 100%. That's huge too. And Rabies synergy added at 10% poison damage per level. Like I said, we are going to likely see some poison druids coming in the future. I am very excited about that. Carrion Vine. Life is being normalized. Life recovery has been reworked to be 1% healing per level instead of using diminished calculation ranging from 3% to 12%. Solar Creeper. Minimum and maximum life values are averaged. Once again, normalizing the life. It looks like that's going across the board instead of having a random die roll. And mana recovery has been reworked so that 3% mana baseline to be 3% mana baseline with 1% mana per level, instead of using diminished calculations ranging from 1 to 8%. Says the developer comments, I'm really excited about this, guys. I am very, very excited. There are plenty of druid summons that could be improved to be better built around. In general, all summons will no longer have hidden randomized health values so that the tooltip is more accurate, and so summons perform more consistently. Ravens are getting significant changes to help them function as a spell-like skill for summon druids to use. And this includes damage scaling buffs and new synergies from other summons to fuel their damage. Wolves are getting improvements to give them more of an identity as damage-dealing summons. The spirit summons are receiving a physical damage resist change across the difficulties to make them survive more consistently. Spirit of Barbs is receiving changes to Thorns to make it a more reliable source of damage. And lastly, each of the Creeper summons are receiving improvements to give more reason to invest skill points and have them perform better at higher levels. This all sounds great. Once again, Druid is one of my favorite classes. I would say my 3 favorite classes in the game. Hot take here, guys. 3 favorite classes in the game in this order: Druid, Barbarian, Paladin. Those are my 3 favorite. Sorceress comes in number 4. Past that, they're all pretty much equal. I would say Amazon next, then maybe Necromancer, then Assassin. I don't know if I'm forgetting any, but my top 3 have always been the Druid, the Barbarian, and fuck, what? God damn it, my brain just farted on me. I like what I like. I'm a huge fan of the Druid, and I'm really, really excited to see these changes coming. Paladin, that's what it was. For some reason, I couldn't think of that word. So this is going to be huge. This is going to be great. I'm really, really, really excited to see this and to get my hands on this. So we have the Necromancer coming up next. Make sure you stick around, subscribe to the channel, and you catch that Necromancer video coming. I'm out.